Right now, 60 million Americans are waking up to one of the most dangerous weather days of the entire summer. We're talking a triple threat, severe storms, deadly flooding, and a heat dome that simply will not quit. Today is Wednesday, the 19th of August, 2026. And here's what you need to know. First, this is already the third heat dome to park over the central and southern United States this summer alone. That's not normal. And today, it's combining with a severe storm outbreak that has meteorologists watching very closely. We've got a lot to cover, and every single region in this country is feeling something today. All right, let's start out west, because the numbers coming out of the desert Southwest are absolutely staggering. The National Weather Service has issued an extreme heat warning stretching across southwest Arizona and southeast California. And folks, we're not just talking hot, we are talking dangerously, life-threateningly hot. Afternoon highs across the lower Colorado River Valley and Death Valley are expected to hit 115 to 118 degrees Fahrenheit. In the Yuma, Arizona area and out toward El Centro, California, we're looking at 106 to 114 degrees this afternoon. The Las Vegas Valley is sitting at 107 to 110 degrees today, and that warning runs all the way through Friday evening. Now, here's the thing about overnight lows that most people don't talk about enough. In Phoenix and surrounding communities, overnight temperatures tonight are forecast near 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body needs nighttime to recover from heat stress. When it stays 85 degrees at 3 a.m., that recovery simply doesn't happen. That is what makes multi-day heat events so deadly, especially for elderly residents and young children. If you are in the Phoenix Metro, Scottsdale, Tempe, Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, Glendale, please take this seriously today. The NWS Phoenix office is forecasting 108 to 111 degrees for Central Phoenix and the East Valley this afternoon. And listen, if you don't have air conditioning or your power goes out, you need to get to a cooling center immediately. In Maricopa County, call 211 right now to find the nearest free cooling center, water, and transportation. Moving over to the Grand Canyon, this is critically important for any hikers or tourists in that area today. An extreme heat warning is in effect below 4,000 feet elevation through Thursday evening at the Grand Canyon. At Phantom Ranch, deep inside the canyon, temperatures are expected between 107 and 111 degrees Fahrenheit. The NWS Flagstaff office is specifically warning day hikers on Bright Angel Trail, do not descend more than 1.5 miles. Between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., hikers should be out of the canyon entirely. Hike smart. This is not the week to push your limits. Now, there's a new wrinkle in the Southwest today. We also have blowing dust advisories in effect across portions of Arizona. The Gila Bend area, northwest Pinal County, the Tonopah Desert, Buckeye, Avondale, and South Mountain Dust Advisory, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. MST tonight. Down in the Tucson Metro, Marana, Vail, Green Valley, a separate blowing dust advisory runs from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. MST today. NWS Tucson is warning of potential Haboob formation. That dust wall could spread west to northwest across the region. Strong thunderstorm outflow, winds of 45 to 55 miles per hour could kick up massive walls of dust moving northwest. If you encounter blowing dust while driving on I-10, I-19, or any other highway in southern Arizona tonight, pull completely off the pavement, put it in park, set your emergency brake, turn off ALL lights, including your hazard flashers, and keep your foot off the brake pedal. Stay in your vehicle with your seatbelt on. Remember, pull aside, stay alive, never drive through a dust storm. All right, let's move into Nevada and Southern California because the heat story continues there as well. The NWS Las Vegas office has an extreme heat warning running from today through Friday evening at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Lake Havasu City, Needles, Bullhead City, 29 Palms, all of you are looking at 107 to 115 degree heat today. And Southern California is not off the hook either. A heat advisory remains in effect through Thursday evening. The San Bernardino and Riverside County valleys, the Inland Empire, Fontana, Rancho Cucamonga, Ontario, San Bernardino. You're looking at temperatures up to 105 degrees Fahrenheit Wednesday and Thursday. Limit outdoor activity to early morning. The Los Angeles and Oxnard NWS office also has a heat advisory for the Santa Clarita Valley, San Fernando Valley, the San Gabriel Mountains corridor, the Coyama Valley, and the Santa Ynez Range, 95 to 105 degrees through Thursday. Now, here's something I need to talk about before we move east, the power grid situation across the central United States. This is the story behind the story, and it affects tens of millions of people in states you might not expect. The Southwest Power Pool, that's the grid operator serving 17 states and roughly 20 million Americans, has been operating under a federal emergency order issued by the U.S. Department of Energy. That order, under Section 202C of the Federal Power Act, was triggered by record electricity demand from this heat wave. Here's what that means in plain English. Everybody cranking their AC at the same time is straining the grid to its limits. At the same time, wind generation is running below expectations, and several power plants have had outages. The goal of this emergency order is to prevent reaching Energy Emergency Alert Level 3, the stage where rolling blackouts begin. Utilities like OG&E in Oklahoma are actively asking customers to shift energy use away from peak hours 2 to 7 p.m. Simple things. Help set your thermostat to 78 degrees. Run laundry in the morning or after 8 p.m. Use ceiling fans. If your power does go out during this heat, do not wait. Get to a cooling center. Heat stroke can kill within minutes. The states covered by this grid emergency include Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Iowa, Louisiana, and Texas. If you are in any of those states, please conserve energy today. It is genuinely a community effort right now. Okay, let's shift now to the Southern Plains because the heat emergency doesn't stop at the Arizona border. An extreme heat warning is in effect right now for central and northern Oklahoma, and this includes Oklahoma City. We're looking at heat index values. That's the feels like temperature, combining heat and humidity up to 110 degrees. The warning runs from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time today, issued by the NWS Norman, Oklahoma office. If you're in Moore, Norman, Edmond, Stillwater, Enid, or Lawton, stay inside during the peak heat hours today. Now, here's where things get even more serious. Moving into eastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. The NWS Tulsa office has an extreme heat warning in effect until 9 p.m. CDT Wednesday, covering a huge swath of territory. Tulsa, Fort Smith, Muskogee, McAlester, Tahlequah, heat index values up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit today. 113 degrees feels like in Oklahoma and Arkansas in August. This is not a drill. And for the folks in central and eastern Arkansas, Little Rock, North Little Rock, Conway, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, the NWS Little Rock office has an extreme heat warning from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. CDT with heat index values near or over 110. Now let's talk North Texas, because the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is right in the middle of all of this. An extreme heat warning covers the entire DFW region and extends across a large portion of North Texas today. NWS Fort Worth is warning of actual air temperatures reaching up to 108 degrees Fahrenheit this afternoon. That covers Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, Frisco, McKinney, Denton, Louisville, and dozens of surrounding communities. If you're driving on I-35, I-20, I-30, or the Dallas North Tollway today, have water in your car. Always. A broken down vehicle on Texas Highway in 108-degree heat can become a life-threatening emergency extremely fast. Heat advisories one step below the extreme heat warning are also in effect across a massive stretch of the country. We're talking western and northwestern Oklahoma, northern Texas, the Texas Panhandle, West Texas Rolling Plains. Heat index values up to 107 to 109 degrees across those areas today. Down in the Gulf South, southern Louisiana, including New Orleans and Baton Rouge, southern Mississippi, heat advisories are in effect with heat index values up to 110 degrees through 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. The Shreveport NWS office has actually extended their heat advisory all the way through Thursday evening at 8 p.m., covering portions of southwest Arkansas, northwest Louisiana, southeast Oklahoma, and east and northeast Texas. The Mid-South and Southeast are also dealing with this heat. Let's run through those quickly. Heat advisories today for portions of Tennessee and Mississippi, the Memphis area, including Tunica, Clarksdale. Heat index values up to 109 to 112 degrees. Stay hydrated and check on your neighbors, folks. In Alabama,